What's up, guys? Dustin and Jackson Warncke out here on the Broad Ranch in Long, Texas. And I just shot a doe this morning with my Mosin Nagant from Finland. And I didn't get that on video because it's kind of one of those things. I was in the middle of lunch, there was a deer, and I needed to go shoot it. So anyway, it was one of those things. But we've got Jackson out for his time to hunt on a different ranch down the road. And this is a very nice place, very beautiful. Brush and just brush country, just beautiful out here. And Jackson, are you excited?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, dude. I'm trying to learn the lingo that these kids speak these days. But anyway, excited that you're part of this hunt with us. Check out my shirt that I got from Classic Firearms here. 7.62 by 54 rim. That's the cartridge that I used this morning. The gun that I used, or not this morning, early afternoon. The gun that I used was this Mosin Nagant from Finland. And then Jackson's got his AR-15 that he's used to shooting with the American flag magazine. You gotta love that. So left-handed shooter. That's the nice thing about an AR is it's ambidextrous. Anyway, so he's ready to rock there with his gun. He's got a nice little office chair that he's sitting on. So anyway, we're having a good time here in the blind. It's late December, post rut. We really don't know what we're going to see tonight, but I'm excited to have the chance to be with my son. And
we can shoot anything that we want.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is it doesn't really matter what comes out. Besides a doe with a doe with a baby, doe with a fawn, we're trying to just kind of help manage this place, but also just kind of have fun and enjoy shooting. So anyway, I'm excited about this, and Jackson's excited about this, so we'll see what comes out. We just poured out a lot of corn. It is legal in Texas to bait.
I got a perfect angle right here.
Jackson's got a perfect angle. It's going to be a good hunt.
Perfect
And
on the feeder.
stand hunting is very productive here in Texas. I know it's not Western hunting where you're walking around all over the place. Recorded earlier a spot and stalk hunt that we did back in September this year, where he got a black buck and I got a axis, and that was a good hunt. But anyway, all that being said, excited about hunting tonight. Let's see what comes out.
Yeah.
Rock on. See Jackson and his blue hair? He totally looks like a rock star now. So thanks so much, guys, for watching, reading, and listening. Sunlight there, she's moved right. Just make sure she doesn't get behind the other one. Take your time. No rush. Take your time. Clear shot. Okay. Be patient. You got a clear shot from my angle. What's up, guys? Last night Jackson shot over the deer, we think, so that didn't go as planned, but that's okay. We're in a new blind. It's the next morning, and Jackson and I are hunting the 80 acres, as they call it out here. I've got my vapor trail scents our Vapor Trail Outdoors 4-point light that we're using here. This is a great flashlight as far as a headlamp goes. It is very, very, very bright for a headlamp. And anyway, that's how we got to the blind this morning. 80 acres. We've shot a lot of nice deer out here. We'll see what comes out this morning. Could be some hogs, could be some deer. It's hard to tell what's going to come out for the corn. But anyway, exciting times. And Jackson, you excited about this morning?
Yes.
All right, good deal. So excited to have the opportunity to share this with you as always. And thank you guys so much for checking out our stuff. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think it's a good shot. We looked at the footage and it looked like it was a good shot, so I think we're gonna go track it here in a few.
Yeah.
You had to turn the viewfinder around. You have anything to say?
I don't know.
You don't know? I want you to be photogenic, Mr. Cameraman. You love doing this camera thing. Alright. So we recovered the deer. Yay! You have anything to say, Jackson?
It's really bloody.
Yes, that happens. Enjoy your hunt? Smile.
Sure is windy today. That reminds me of the time I carried my wife to a restaurant to eat and I ordered a rump steak, extremely rare. The waiter said, aren't you worried about mad cow? Nah, she can order for herself. That's when the fight started.
Nice shot, Randy. That was fun.
I hope I got any of it.
Huh?
I hope I got any of it on video.
That was cool, Randy.
She ain't never seen it.
Huh?
She never seen it.
Go.
He saw her.
What? Go.
Right there. Me and my neighbor Jeff, we came out this morning and we brought Steve with us. We sat up here and the wind blowing pretty good, and we really expected the coyotes to kind of come out on our left. That was the way we were set up. I looked up and this one came in on the right, and I had to turn around. I had to get the camera turned plumb around. The dog never saw the coyote, but the coyote saw the dog, and he was really locked in. Coyote had to look into the sun at us, so he couldn't really tell what we were, but he was unsure. But it was a call deal to where I had a choice. I could either wait on him to come in, or either I could go ahead and shoot him and take him out. So that's what I decided to do. And I hit him the first time and he ran a little bit. I got the second shot on him and he got a heck of a hole in him.
He got a big hole. Got a big hole.
What do you think about it, Jeff?
I love it. 6 minutes and some odd seconds after setting up.
Yeah, 6 minutes. And we came right through a bunch of cows. There's been all kinds of duck hunters and everything else around us here this morning. But like I said, the dog never saw the coyote, but the coyote saw the dog, so that's what we're looking for.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Yeah, it was a little tough. I was really in a bad position in my chair, but anyway, we got one, and we're gonna go see if we can do something else.
All right.
All right. Another greasy coyote, dead and down. What do you think about that? What do you think about that coyote drag?
I like that coyote drag. It's real nice. You don't have to grab a hold of the tail or any blood or anything. You just
We got a guy, Hensley Outfitters, that's making them for us, and it's a pretty neat rig. We really enjoyed using it and not having to reach it. Drag the one. It's a whole lot easier to drag him than it is to carry.
yes, it is.
All right. Good job.
Good job, Shafi.
All right, what we're doing right now is we're setting up a little display here for you about Mojo. Now, Mojo makes decoys, and they make some awesome decoys, and they're easy to set up, easy to use, leastwise it would be if I could get it on this clip.
By the way, that's Mac and Prowler's deal. That's not Mojo.
All right. Well, we use this because sometimes we set up real in thick places, and excuse me, for the animal to be able to see the decoy, you got to get it above all the brush. The woodpecker works good.
Woodpecker works good.
What about the puppy dog?
Puppy dog works good.
This is Killer, by the way. We got to introduce you to Killer.
Yep, Killer is the new boy out on the market.
And we've seen some people said that they didn't like it. What you want to make sure you do is you don't let your little kids see it because they're going to want it.
We've had a lot of people said that they wouldn't use it because of the way it looks.
Oh.
What they don't understand is, what more could you ask for? One of the biggest prey animals or food sources of a coyote is a puppy.
Yep.
You got a puppy right here. He sits there and he makes noise and he moves, and I don't see how you could ask for anything better. You know, hunters are real bad to see something and they say, "Oh, I don't like the looks of it." I don't care what I like. What I care about is what that coyote thinks or that bobcat thinks when he's coming in.
Yeah.
And we've already had one bite it. We've had 4 or 5 more that we killed at 20 yards out, standing staring at it, and we just didn't want to take the chance of losing them, but they probably would have came right on into it because it makes noise.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Another thing that it's real good about is you can put it anywhere. You can lay it anywhere. A lot of guys that hunt in cold weather, like froze ground and stuff, they've complained about the critter because they couldn't stick it in the ground or whatever. This thing here don't matter. You lay it up on a rock, you can lay it up on a tree limb, you can lay it anywhere that it'll lay, it'll work.
And what about hanging it?
Yeah, you can hang it too. You got a loop.
Huh.
You can hang that from a tree. I mean, you can do anything with it. I said, it'll work no matter how you put him, he'll work. You know, and then a lot of guys complained about the critter. You know, about it being weak here. We've had this critter going on 4 years, which I know we don't hunt in frozen ground and all that stuff, but we do hunt in hard ground, and this is hard.
It's real hard.
And they came up with this thing right here, which is just a little old stake. You can stick it in the ground, you can beat on it, you can do whatever, and then the critter just fits down in it. And another thing, if you don't like none of that, all you got to do is get some kind of little old simple tripod. It can be a tall tripod or it can be a little old deal like this, and you can actually set the critter down right on the ground just like that. So, I mean, you know, nobody can build anything that's bulletproof.
Right.
And you know, if you take that plastic thing right there and you go to beating it in ice, then yeah, you're going to tear it up. But there's ways to keep that from happening. Like, you know, all you got to do is a little old simple tripod eliminates all of that. And then if you want to put it on a taller tripod, like a little cheap camera tripod, you can put it off the ground that high if you're hunting in brushy areas and stuff like that.
Why didn't you think of that earlier? Before we came up with this?
That's just for the woodpecker.
Oh, okay. This is for the woodpecker.
That's for the woodpecker.
All right, I'm going to get over here now. And one of the things that we have learned is, or that I've learned about predator hunting, Mac has taught me that if you're using a hand call, they're going to come into that sound. And they're looking at the sound. We had that happen last weekend.
Yep.
Well, as the coyote come in, first thing, he's looking right at us because Mac's using a hand call. And all of a sudden he sees something out of the corner of his eye and he turns and he spots killer here. And when he did, he threw it up and stopped. Then all of his attention was on killer.
That's right, and to give us time to reposition a little bit,
Yeah.
and make the shot, and we got the coyote.
And one of the things that we don't do now that we used to wear face masks and gloves and all this kind of stuff. The M2D camo kind of works itself, I guess, but when they're focused on these critters and the woodpecker and the puppy dog,
You don't have to hide as much as you did when the coyote was coming in looking for you.
yeah,
It makes a big difference what he's looking for, and especially people that use mouth calls.
right,
You know, for the mouth call, that coyote or bobcat, he's honed in right where that sound's coming from. Well, with the puppy dog, you can have him out there 50, 75, 100 yards everywhere you want to put him, and that animal comes in. He may have been looking at you, but then when he gets close enough to hear that, his attention immediately goes to that. We've done had that happen several times.
several times.
The like I said, people are laughing about the puppy dog right now, but the die-hard hunters that know what they're doing, it won't be long until the puppy dog will be all you'll hear about.
Yeah,
If they have any way close to the success that we've had in the last 7 hunts, we have taken 13 coyotes and we have used the puppy dog on every one of them.
and that is more than twice what we normally do.
And we used to use the critter exclusively. That's all we would use was the critter. We got the woodpecker. We started using them in combination. They work good. It's hard to carry this around. The critter's easy to carry, but the puppy dog, it covers pretty much all of it.
Right.
Like I said, you can hang it, you can lay it, you can stand it, you can do,
Well, we
whatever.
travel a lot on foot, so we need something that's lightweight. When we're going somewhere in a vehicle or a four-wheeler or something like that, it's all right to have this thing. But another thing you can do, excuse me, is to hang this in a tree.
Oh yeah, you can hang that in a tree. You don't have to have a hanger. But a lot of places where we want to set up our decoy,
We don't
there's
have
not
that
a
luxury.
tree.
Yeah.
There's not a tree. We're in the trees and we're trying to get the coyote out in the open to where we can get a good shot at him.
Yeah.
So we're back in the trees. And I come up with this little old stand here for the woodpecker, and about the only time we use it is when we're hunting out of our high rack truck.
Right.
When we're hunting out of our high rack truck to where we can carry a lot of this excess stuff. Now, granted, you can put the woodpecker in your backpack and you can take it with you, but you got to find something
To hang him
to
on.
hang him on. So we use the puppy dog pretty much now. That's about the only decoy that we use.
Well, just because it's just so easy to carry.
He's so easy to carry. What I do is I clip him. I clip him onto the back of my backpack. I just got a little old clip. I clip him on right there, and he rides on my back.
Mm-hmm. We're not, well, let's say what we are. We're country boys. We like hunting, and we like hunting predators. And we're not politicians or anything like that. But when we find something that works, we're going to use it.
We don't use anything that doesn't work very long.
Right.
If it don't work, if it's a shoddy product or if it's something that does not work, we do not promote it. I wouldn't be promoting this right here
Mm-hmm.
if it didn't work, because, and there's people out there, they're sniggering and laughing about this, but all I can tell them is they ain't been using it. They'll
Right.
quit sniggering and laughing when they start using this.
Yep.
I mean,
For real.
I've had guys say, Well, why did they make it look like that? If they had made it brown or whatever, it would have blended in with the grass and stuff. And this sticks out. They can see this from a long ways off.
Right.
You know, the white and the black, it looks like a little puppy dog that has got away from the farmhouse. And the coyote's first reaction is, oh boy, easy dinner. He ain't even going to fight back.
Yep.
And so that's what makes it so, the color of it is one thing that makes it deadly.
Mm-hmm.
The sound and the movement is a plus, but the color makes it deadly.
Well, I am pleased, and I'm using that word very loosely, but these are absolutely the best products I have ever seen in my life when it comes to predator hunting. They're the best decoys, the best thought out. They work good. They're easy to maneuver, easy to get around, to carry, to tote, to do whatever you need to have done. And the quality and workmanship here is unmatched in the industry. So Mojo Outdoors and Mojo Decoys, this is the way to go. If you're going to be a predator hunter, this is what you need to use.
Definitely.
I decided one year to buy my mother-in-law a cemetery pot for Christmas, and the next year I didn't buy her anything. When she asked why, I said, well, you didn't use the gift I gave you last year. And that's when the fight started.